Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipe. In this video, we are going to learn on how to reduce dimensionality using PCA. PCA stands for Principal Component Analysis. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I will run this for you over here and explain to you the code as well. So, we'll get started. Now I have defined a function named snippet underscore 123. These are general two print statements. So first of all, what is dimensionality? Uh, your data set has rows as well as columns. The columns, or the you also say variables, are the dimensions. So when your model tries to fit inside your data points, it visualizes dimension. It visualizes the number of variables as number of dimensions. Now suppose your data set contains 10 variables, though then your model is trying to fit into a coordinate space having 10 dimensions. So when do we use it? When do we use PCA? Now your dataset contains a lot of components, 60 to 70 components, and you need to reduce these components but also keeping the essence of those variables. So basically, suppose it contains 60 dimensions or 60 variables, you need to reduce them to 2 or 3 variables. uh, in those cases, you use PCA. What does PCA actually do? So PCA tries to reduce the dimensions, keeping in mind of while reducing the dimensions, it makes sure that the variance is maximum. So variance is very necessary in data analysis. Suppose you have a variable having no variance. So variance is basically the the data point minus the average of all the data points. So basically it tells how sparsely your data points are spread. Why is variance necessary? Now suppose a data set having a variable x has no variance, basically has zero variance. This means this has no contribution in my data analysis, as this is not going to change over time. So this is why, while reducing the component, make sure to maximize the variance. So now okay, now let's get started. First, I've given two print statements. I've imported warnings in order to ignore unnecessary warnings. From sklearn.preprocessing, I have imported standard scaler. So standard scaler is the pre-processing that you need to do before implementing PCA. Standard scaler reduces the value of the data point between 0 to 1. Why is this necessary? So when you have many variables, some of them may contain values between 1 to 1000 and some of them may contain between value 1 to 10. In spite of having the value between 1 to 1000, those may be less significant as compared to 1 to 100. But we can understand that, but how can our computer understand that? It only understands the language of numbers. So during standard scaling, we scale down all the components between 0 to 1, and then the model fits itself the best in order to get the best output. If we would have used the variable having the value between 1 to 1000, basically the big numbers, our model would get biased toward those variables. After that, from sklearn decomposition, I am importing PCA. PCA is the principal component analysis. sklearn also comes with preloaded data sets. I am importing those data sets. After that, digits data set underscore load digits. So I am using the digit data set, the MNIST digit data set. After that, x equal to standard scaler dot fit transform digit data. So what it is going to do, it is going to take the feature matrix of the digits and it is going to fit transform that. Fit transforming means it is going to convert all the values between 0 to 1. After that, x equal to print x. Now uh, PCA. So I've initialized PCA. So PCA equal to n common is equal to 0.85. This means the variance, it will keep the 85% of the variance. We can also reduce the variance, but we want our variance to be maximum. So in cases I have kept the n of the variance between 85, that is 0.85. So my PCA has been initialized. Now x PCA. So PCA dot fit transform. Now fit transform is x. So basically I'm telling you n component 0.85 means if there are 100 components, the number of components to 85. After that fit PCA x underscore PCA. So if suppose after that this original number of features x dot shape x underscore PCA dot shape, this will first print the number of features present in my data initial data variable, and after that it is going to print the reduced number of features. So you can see I am also using n components equal to true. So what it is going to do, PCA equal to PCA n underscore component equal to true x underscore PCA dot fit transform. This will reduce the number of components to 2. So PCA basically n components equal to 2 means it will make my data two dimensional, that it will try to fit a line between those uh, dimension. And if my PCA 0.85 means it if my data set has 100 variables, it will make my data from 100 dimensional to 85 dimensional. After that I am applying PCA fit underscore transform x. This take the parameter x, that is the data set or that is the feature matrix, and it is saved under the name x underscore PCA. So after that I'm also printing the results for the second PCA transformation. So as you can see, this is my first dimensionality using this is my first reduction that I have done using PCA. So original number of features were 64, out of that reduced number of features were 25. After that I have reduced that to 2. So original number of features were 64 and the reduced number of features were 2 now. So this was all for this video. For real industry project using this recipe, you can check these out, and the URL for this code is available in the available below in the video. Thank you.